Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for being with me here again. Or if this is your first time, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Today, we are going to be doing a video to see what is one of your spiritual gifts, because most of the time, what I've realized is people don't really know what their spiritual gifts are. And then once you bring it up to them, they're like, damn, that's kind of true. Yeah, that makes sense. And then they can go on in the rest of their life knowing that they have this spiritual gift and they can use it to their advantage. Sounds pretty good, right? So what if this is your first time watching me, thank you so much for being here. Please uh subscribe down below because I'm going to be doing daily videos. So this is going to be like your daily little video. It's going to apply for the next day or for whenever you're watching or whenever you feel or like it resonates, but it's always going to be for the day after. So if it's a prediction video or if it's like a, what's the kind of energy on the day video, that it will always apply for the next day that you're watching this. So today it's the 14th of December. This will be like for the 15th, or because it's kind of like timeless, just whenever you're watching this. So we have 3 piles here today. You can choose more than one pile. I might do this video again in the future and get more in depth. But for the first pile, I have 3 receipts here today. The first receipt is going to be for Dollarama. So if you feel like you want to shop at the dollar store, if you feel like Dollarama is where you're feeling like you want to go right now, you will be group number 1. Group number 2 is going to be New York fries. New York fries. If you like fries, if you like poutine, if you want something savory versus something sweet, I would choose group number 2. Group number 3 is a bank receipt. So if you feel like you need to do some banking, if you feel like you should be in a bank right now, or you feel drawn to the bank, pick group number 3. So those were the 3 groups for you guys today. Give you lots of options. And yeah, so please like this video if it resonates with you. Comment down below if there's any other topics you want me to do for the next video. And thank you so much for being here with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm so grateful for you to be here. All right, let's get right into it. So hello, group number 1. Fancy seeing you here. You guys are the Dollarama receipt people. Dollarama receipt people. A card just flew out and barely even shuffled. So I'm gonna do 2 cards for you guys today. What am I picking up right away? Right off the bat, you guys are highly spiritual people, by the way. I'm seeing purple. Purple is like the attainment color. This is like the mystic color, the seer color, It's also the color of the crown chakra, which is like right here. And that is what you use to connect with the divine, with the spirit world, with the collective consciousness, anything kind of like psychic from like higher dimensions would be the crown chakra, which is purple. So yeah, so good for you, group number 1. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but that's pretty sweet. First card that came out is the Knight of Swords. That is the fastest card in tarot. Let's see the second card that's coming out. Oh, the Chariot. No fucking way. You guys got this. The 2 fastest cards, or pretty fast cards in tarot, and Temperance. Damn, you guys, group number 1. This is going to be a long message for you. Okay, so first we have the Knight of Swords that comes out, right? My light just turned off, so maybe, I'm pretty sure this is charged. Maybe you guys have noticed that electronics kind of malfunction around you guys a lot. That means that there's like, okay, it's out again. That means there is like a lot of spiritual energy around you, or sometimes your energy can affect the, I guess I should turn on another light. Bear with me. All right, I apologize for that. So what I was trying to say is sometimes your energy can affect electronics, or things just malfunction around you. A lot of times when I give mediumship readings, if the person who's getting the reading done, say for example, if your grandma passed away and lights constantly flicker in her house, I'll get that message and I'll say, oh, if lights constantly flicker in your house, or if if electronics and stuff seem to mess up or malfunction a lot around you, that is one of the signs that your grandma is coming to you and saying, hey, I'm here, think about me, I'm here with you, I'm trying to make my presence known, that kind of thing, just to make it clear to you that they are still around you, they still love you, they're still watching out for you, and that. So group number 1, the Dollarama people. So you got two cards, which are very fast cards. This is the fastest card in tarot, the Knight of Swords. This is the Chariot. Chariot is also very fast. It's also a movement card. So you guys have a lot of movement in your life. You probably move physically, homes a lot. You're always on the move. Maybe you go from job to job. You learn things very quick and you progress in life very quick because you're meant to be in lots of places at different points of your life so that you can learn as much as you can and then move on from that so that you have it in your memory bank. You're also the type of person that you naturally heal others. I don't know if you know this about yourself or not, but your presence being around people heals them in some sort of way. Maybe your generosity inspires people. Maybe you listen to people when they really need somebody uh, who needs to listen to them. You could be the type of person. I think you actually are pretty connected to this spiritual realm, to your higher self, and a lot of time, and I would say probably most people or lots of people don't realize this, or they aren't, or they don't really care about it. But what I'm seeing is that you can see things from like a broader perspective, as if you were on like a higher dimension, or as if you were on like if you were playing Sims and you could see everything about what these Sims are doing, right? And you can sort of help people navigate their lives or navigate their problems from this aerial point of view. And I think you don't even realize that you do this. And so you move around, you go around from, maybe friend group to friend group or job to job, or different places of your life, or you just have lots of movement in your life and the things that you do and who the people that you meet. And it's because you are meant to meet lots of people so that you can share this healing gift that you have with lots of people. And I think, or I feel like this gift is divinely sent to you. It's something that is in your higher calling. It's something that you might not even be aware of, but just know that people really look up to you. They really, like, I'm hearing people talk about you, group number one, and they would say things like, damn, group number one, like, really listened to me when I needed somebody there. Or, damn, group number one gave me the best advice I never thought about before. Or group number one is genuinely such a good person. Even if you feel like you're not a good person, right? Even if you feel like you're POS, or you feel like you're not that great, or you feel like you're not that nice or something like that, you change people. The things you do, the things you say changes the course of people's lives, and you set them straight. You set them back on the way that they should be on. You set them back on the right path. So when people veer off of the path that they should be on, maybe they're not doing things or that they should be, or they are doing things that they shouldn't be, you know, you kind of are that person where you're a nice friend, but you say it in a way where you just kind of make them realize, like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? And yeah, group number one, that is some powerful energy. You guys are you guys are blessed. I heard you guys are blessed. You are blessed to always get your way. One of the things that you might not be aware of is, if you set your mind to something, if you want something, you will get your way. If you assert your dominance, you will get your way. Like, whatever it is that you want, if you put your energy, if you put your mind focus, if you use the Napoleon Hill think and grow rich method, if you use the secret, the manifestation tactic, if you believe with unwavering doubt that you will achieve something or you will get something, group number one, it is already yours. I can see it right now with this Chariot card. It is already yours. So know that if you set your mind to anything that you want, whatever it is that you want, you will achieve it. And this is one of the blessings that is coming to you because you are the type of person to heal others without even knowing it. So congratulations, group number one. That is really, really awesome. I'm proud of you guys. You should be aware of how much healing you bring to other people without even knowing it, because I can see it and I think you need to see it too. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon. Hello, group number two. Thank you so much for being with me here today on this daily insight video. We are looking at What is your spiritual gift, group number 2? I'm just shuffling the cards here. We're going to see what comes out. What am I picking up right away? Group number 2, you're sneaky. Group number 2, you know everything. What do you know everything about, group number 2? I just heard you're sneaky and you're chill like a cucumber and you know everything. You're not like a know-it-all. Like, you're the type of person to know something and to pretend like you don't know it just because you don't want to like freak the other person out. Does that make sense, group number 2? Like, for example, someone's telling you a story and you already know how it's gonna end, or someone's telling you like, oh, I'm going to meet this person, you know how it's gonna end, but you're just like, oh, nice, let me know how it goes. But up here, you're just like, it's not gonna work out. I know what's gonna happen and it's not gonna be good, or I know what's gonna happen and you're gonna get it, but you don't want to like ruin the surprise for the person. You don't want to ruin their journey. Group number 2. Group number 2, you're sneaky, you are cunning, you are too smart for your own good. Let's see what the cards say though. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Group number 2, the New York Fries people. So this is the Page of Wands. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and this is the Queen of Swords. So your spiritual gifts, group number 2, is you are a risk taker with this Page of Wands card. You like to try new things. You like to do new things. One of your spiritual gifts, group number 2, is that financially you don't have to worry about anything. Like, you are taken care of financially by the universe, because in this lifetime, group number 2, you are meant to enjoy things. Like, you are meant to have enough money that you can go out and buy like 3 things. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, you can go out, say you want something for dessert. Say you want fries and you want Timbits and you want something else, right? Well, you would be like, fuck it, I'm getting all 3. And this might not seem like a spiritual gift. What I'm trying to tell you is that financially you are blessed to be able to try new things, to be able to have enough money. And I think, even if you feel like you're broke, right? You still somewhat always, for some reason, have enough money to do the things that you want to do, because you're meant to experience a lot of different things in this lifetime. Group number 2. And group number 2, another one of your spiritual gifts, I'll go back to that in a sec. But another one of your spiritual gifts with this Queen of Swords card here, right, is that you can just cut to the chase. You can cut the BS in half. Like, if people are trying to lie to you, you just know, exactly the truth of the story. And what I was saying earlier when I was shuffling, you don't really care. And so you're just like, I don't really care, so why is this person lying to me? Or you're just like, I don't really know why that's gonna affect me, so I don't know why they would lie to me. Or like, what I'm seeing, group number 2, is that you are very, very witty and you are very, very smart. And you are not shy to say things that need to be said. If somebody is doing something that, if someone's doing something maybe it shouldn't be doing, or if somebody is lying, you're just like, why are you lying? And they're just like, what the fuck? How did you know that? Group number 2, you're not cynical, you're not cold, you just don't care about, I don't want to say like the drama, but you don't care about the things that most people care about. Like, most people are like, feel very anxious or feel like anxiety and have all of this tension, and you're just like, well, why does that matter? You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, well, who cares? Because you are this like adventurous little soul, and you're just going around and you are experiencing things. And the universe is like, you are like the universe's little nepotism baby, and the universe is going to provide for you whatever you want to be able to do these things that you want to do. You are a risk taker and you inspire people by doing adventurous things that you always wanted to do. Like, I'm the type of person to go to, again, we're going to use the same example. I'm the type of person to go and get the exact same thing from a restaurant every single time. However, group number 2, if you and me were somewhere and I was just like, oh, I usually get a poutine, right? for the New York fries people. I usually get a poutine, and you'd be like, why don't you spice it up and get an extra large poutine, but you put a bunch of toppings on it, and you add in like a drink, and then on top of that, you go and you get some dessert. And I'm just like, holy shit, group number two. I never thought I could be able to do this. And you just inspired me to go and do all of that. So thank you, group number two. Your friends want to thank you for having a friend like you because you are the life of the party. Like group number two, people just wait for you to hang out with them. Like people may fight for your. I heard people get jealous when you hang out with people and they're not invited, or like if you make plans with somebody and they see like your story or something like that, they're just like, damn, I wish I was there with group number two and whoever they're there with. Or damn, I didn't know they were going to be doing that because I would want to join. Like you inspire people, you make people feel fun again, you make people feel this childlike energy that a lot of people haven't felt for a long time. And just one of your spiritual gifts is just by being you, group number two, you inspire the people around you. You inspire the people who look up to you and who watch you. People watch you. People stalk your social medias. They're the first. You're the first. If I was going to Instagram right now and I was following you, you would be the first person that it would show up their story, because I'd be like, what is group number two up to? I gotta see what they're doing. And yeah, you inspire people, and you also cut the BS. Cut the BS whenever anyone's lying to you. Whenever there's like a situation that it has some bullshit in it, you're just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna say it like it is, because there's no point in tiptoeing or playing games or dancing around a topic that, someone is being malicious with or lying or deceitful with. All right. So group number two, you guys are awesome. I want to be your friend, group number two. Let me know if you're group number two in the comments so I can follow you on Instagram. I'm curious what you're posting. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know how it all resonated with you. And I will talk to you soon. Group number three, you guys were the banking receipt. I don't know how many people is going to choose a banking receipt. So I'm wondering, group number two, can you leave a comment if you're, or group number three, can you leave a comment if you're group number three? I'm so curious because, group number three, I was going to do a dessert receipt for the group number three, but instead I was like, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do the bank receipt. So I'm curious to know what your spiritual gifts are, because I'm also curious to know who is picking group number three. This is so fascinating to me. You guys are just fascinating in general. That you surprise people. You are always surprising people with what are you surprising people with? You surprise people by group number three. I think you're you are a natural seducer without even realizing it. People think you're mysterious. People can't really figure you out, and you're just like, I don't know why they can't figure me out. I'm just being myself. I'm just being normal. And you're like, everyone is falling for me. So let's see what is your some of your spiritual gifts, group number three. Let's see right here. The Fool card. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, and two cards came out. The Hermit and the Star. What? All right, group number three. The banking people. What is going on? So we have the Fool card here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Hermit and the Star. These came out together. I was just going to choose three, but you got four. So what are your spiritual gifts? So group number three. Group number three, you guys excel in new positions, new environments, new beginnings. You guys are like, I don't know if you know the game Daisy, but if I was to throw you into an IRL Daisy life, you would be the people who would survive for a long time. Like any new situation that people drop you into or that life throws your way, you just enter it with this carefree mentality where you're just always at the right place and the right time. One of your spiritual gifts is that you are very lucky. You might be the type of people who you just feel like luck is always on your side. And this is a gift for your lifetime here. You are always going to be lucky in this lifetime, lucky in the things that you do, lucky in your actions, lucky in the situations that you're in. But don't confuse luck with the hard work you put into things. Group number 3, you are a very, very hard worker. Say, even if you feel like you have, ADHD, or you feel like you can't work properly, the shit you get done is really good. Like, you work for 1 hour, it's going to be way better than somebody who is working for 8 hours on the same thing. So even if you don't spend a lot of time doing something, you're the type of person where you can just get it done really quickly, and it'll be very nice. Like, if you were to write, if I was in a room with you and there was a proctor there and they were like, you both write a poem, whoever writes the best poem is going to get $1 million. Group number 3, you would fucking win. You would be the winner of this poem exercise, and you don't even know how to write poetry. That says a lot about you, group number 3. You're kind of at this point in life where you feel like you can just put yourself on autopilot because you're lucky and you're a hard worker, and those two traits mixed together is like an unstoppable force. So say you're not even like a high performer, you're not even like a CEO, right? You don't really care. Well, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to do, group number 3, because you have the combination that can get you to like Elon Musk level, that can get you to like Bill Gates, if you wanted it, of course. And what you don't know about your spiritual gifts is, um, with the Hermit card and the Star card, group number 3, you're actually a very wise person, a very wise soul. Group number 3, I hear you give very good advice. And I was getting this a little bit in pile 1, but it's not the same kind of advice. You will give like this spiritual advice. Like, you really you get people to dig deep into their soul and figure out what it is, or what is it that is making them act or do something a certain way. You you are kind of like this way path, this light, and you help others when they're in the dark without even knowing it. Because if we look at the imagery here, we have the Hermit card, right? He's holding up a lantern, and that is, a way to find yourself in darkness. And we also have the Star card, which is a bright star. So this Star card here is, you actually have a lot of built up karma from your past lives. If you don't believe in this, then just pretend that it's true. You have a lot of built up karma from your past lives where you were actually like a mentor to people in something to do with spirituality. So a lot of these gifts are innate to you, that they're kind of like your Ketu in like Vedic astrology, where it's like something from your past life, but it's still lighting the way in this life. It's helping you out in this life. So you have a lot of built up karma where you were just kind of like a mentor, like, think of yourself as like a sage, or think of yourself as like a leader with a leadership role, but it has a lot to do with like spirituality and like finding yourself. Like, I'm seeing, like, I don't know if you are into like Native Indian history, or like the Native Indian spirituality and stuff like that, but I'm seeing like, you would have been like I don't even know if I'm saying this right, but you would have been like the sage who lived there, and people would come to you for like different spiritual things that they needed. This is very interesting what I'm getting here. Also, with the Star card, you have a very bright future. People look up to you, okay? People look up to you, but not in the way of the other two piles that I was getting. Like, people look up to you and they think like, wow, like that person has it all. Like, wow, you really have that lucky person syndrome. Like, you really are that person who has everything that they could have, everything that they wanted, just because they are lucky and they put in hard work. And you really do light the way for others. You set the foundation down for other people. And if someone has one conversation with you, you kind of change the course of their thought patterns because it forces them to look deep within themselves. You don't just provide advice. You're just like, well, you know, they're just like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? And you're just like, well, what is holding you back from your childhood that's not allowing you to make this decision? And they're just like, what the heck is going on? You know what I mean? But you just do it in a way that it's, even if it's not something exactly like that, you do it in a way where people really dig deep because of they you might somebody might see you and you might inspire them to like look deep within themselves and dig out whatever it is that they're missing that they see in you. So you're kind of like this mirror, group number 3, and people look at you and they see the reflection of themselves, and they see the reflection of the person that they could be if they worked harder, if they dug a little bit deeper, if they um tried a little bit harder, if they were the version of themselves that they feel like they should be, if they were the best version of themselves, if they were making the decisions in their daily lives that is going to benefit them in the future. Like you are this inspiring person where people just see you and they're just like, wow, group number 3 is like really inspiring to me because, they really make me look at myself and look at the decisions that I'm making and question if this is really for, my best good, if this is really for, this is going to benefit my future self. And group number 3, you are you are an amazing person. So don't ever feel like you are less than anything or that you're not lucky or anything like that. You need to believe that you have everything that you need within you because you do. The Hermit card is also my card, my soul card, and this is the card that you always need more. You need to seek more information. You are like a student. er, A master is an eternal student. That is kind of what I'm seeing this card for you guys. You are never going to stop learning. You are never going to stop putting yourselves in new situations where you're just a novice or you're just at the bottom level again because you learn so much in such a quick time, group number 3, and you take all of that knowledge and you incorporate it into a next chapter of your life, and it's something that you can like bank for later, you know what I mean? And then when you're in that situation again, you know exactly how to deal with it. So those are some of your spiritual gifts, group number 3. You guys are amazing people. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know how everything resonated. I'm just curious to see if anybody actually chose the bank receipt. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to see these daily insight videos. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.